and welcome to Eagle Athletics.
Sponsored by Chavez Sports Network. And the reason for this podcast is to keep you guys updated on Chavez Athletics, how the teams are doing, the records, the upcoming games they have, how to get there, where they're going to be, and everything all around that has to do with Chavez Athletics. So some of the topics we're going to cover is volleyball, soccer, flag football, and basketball. So first thing we're going to talk about is volleyball. So how you feel about the volleyball team?
I feel like the volleyball team is slowly improving. As they started the season 0-2, they recently won 2 games back to back. I feel like they're bringing it together and working as a team.
Yeah, I like that too. You know, they played today. They played Kip. And I feel like that's going to be a good game. Even though, yeah, like you said, they did start 0-2. I feel like, it's the beginning of the season. You be rusty. I think they got their groove now. It's going to be easier for them to win games and play with each other as a team. It is a lot of new faces with a lot of people graduating that was on the team last year. So a lot of new faces. It's going to be a learning process. You start learning how to play with new people that you ain't never played before. But I think it will be good. Do you know any of the volleyball players?
Yeah, I know a few of the volleyball players, such as Monet and Kanaya. I also know the volleyball coach, Ms. Miles. I would like to shout her out.
Yeah,
a great coach.
Shout out Miss Miles. I mean, we had her virtual.
Yeah,
she was a great math teacher for us. She made math, which I'm not very good at, easy to me and easy to learn. You always love teachers like that who make something easy for you, make it fun for you. But shooting over to the soccer team, how do you feel about the soccer team? Have you heard anything about them?
I haven't really heard anything about the soccer team. I heard that they lost the first game they had, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about the soccer team?
The soccer team, I feel like, the same thing with any other sport. The beginning of the season, you got to get your ruffles out, got to, get the train moving, get the rust off. And I know a couple people on the team. Last year, it wasn't that many people on the team. This year, I feel like the interest in soccer has risen. There's been more players on the team, such as Miguel. And, they're coached by Coach Toomer, so that team is going to be disciplined and always working hard. Toomer, he don't play when you go and coach him. He's going to push you to your best. Let's shoot it over to flag football. How do you feel about flag football?
Flag football, I feel like they're working as a team. Like, they're working great together. They recently lost their last game, but before that, I think they won 2 games. This is good because, like, a lot of the players on flag football, they're on varsity too. So, like, this is good to get them in condition and shape ready for the basketball season.
Yeah, I like that too. Even though it's the all season for them, they're still trying to, stay active. So when the season comes, you don't see people tired by the end of the first quarter. Keep them in shape. I like what Coach Bill is doing. Yeah, I also like the fact that they're playing both sports. And not only are they playing both sports, they have a good record and are winning games. The fact that they're 2-1, 3-1, something like that, which is good. They just took their first loss, but it's one loss. They still 2-1, 3-1. So I think that they're gonna be good this year. They might have a chance to actually win something. We already know how some of the basketball players play on the court, like Samaj and Reds and Michael. Now, just to see them on the football field, it's like they doing what they did on the basketball court of football. Maj is the quarterback. He was the point guard, throwing assists. Now he throw passes. Reds, he was the shooter. Now, he about to, have good routes, get open. And Mike, he the big man. He's just going to run deep and catch touchdowns all day. So that's good. And also, I feel like them playing flag football gives them a chance to bond with some of the new people that they have on the team, some of the new recruits. So I think I like that too. They've been around each other more. They're getting to know each other, not only on the field and the court, but off the court, building real team chemistry. And speaking of the players, how do you feel about the varsity team coming up this year for basketball?
I'm excited about the varsity basketball team. As I watched them play last year. This is because, like, last year they was good, but, like, this year I feel like they can do even better with the new prospects that they have. Some of the players I would like to mention will be Samaje Marshall and Jerez Barron. These are 2 players I've seen grow over the years and lead their team. What do you think?
Yeah, I like what you're saying. I feel like they are going to be, sort of leaders for the team, considering that they've been here since 10th grade. This is their 3rd year here, so I feel like Coach is probably telling them, this is you guys' team now. You've been here as a sophomore, you waited your turn, you work hard now. You're the captains of the team, and it's time to go take your team to victory, So yeah, speaking of what you said about some of the new people on the team, I feel like anytime people are transferring schools just to come play basketball for you, I feel like that's a great sign that your basketball program is good and well known, because not any school is just out here getting people transferring to them just to play basketball. You really have to have a good program. And I feel like this team gonna be good this year. They're playing with more team chemistry. They're playing more as a team. I feel like last year they played a lot of one-on-one ball at times, even though they still play good. But this year, I feel like it would be more of a team factor. Um, excuse me. I met some of the new prospects they got that they transferred this year. I feel like they're not only are they good students, good athletes, they're also good students. I don't see them in the halls running around. I see them in class doing their work, just like you're supposed to be a student athlete, especially if they want to play at the next level in college. But what do you think are some of the strengths of this team?
Some of the strengths of this team can be working together and also their team discipline. I feel like they're very well disciplined as a team because like they've been playing with each other so long, so they know what to do and like what not to do. What do you think? Something like they can improve on?
I think something they can improve on is, even though they have great team chemistry, I just feel like team familiarity. Even though obviously they have a great team, they've been bonding a lot, playing flag together. But it's just like the volleyball team. They got a lot of new faces, so it's going to take some time for the team to get to know how each other plays. How what one person likes the ball, where they like it, what type of plays they want to run, what their strengths are. Every team, try to use every player's strengths and not their weaknesses or something they can improve on. But yeah, I feel like once they start to learn how each other plays and really get to know one another on the court and the minute details of what they like, I feel like they'll be a great team. I feel like this year we're going to surprise a lot of schools and we're going to win a lot of games. And that'll be the end of our podcast. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you for tuning in to Chavez Athletics.
Sponsored by Chavez Sports Network.